Hey, what's up? And welcome back to the Q Perspective. I was kind of debating if I was going to do a video on this situation, but I just said, you know what, the heck with it. So I just wanted to do a quick video about this Carlee Russell kidnapping hoax. At this point, we pretty much know all the facts around it. We know what happened. Um, somewhat know what happened. We don't know what happened during that 24 plus hour period she was gone, but we pretty much know that she's been found out to be a big fat liar. And we also know the alleged reason why she did this, and that reason allegedly is for the attention, or was for the attention of her now ex-boyfriend. So, do I believe that she did that for some attention? Yes. I come to the conclusion that that's most likely the reason, her motives behind that. Reason being, one, she's a woman. Reason being, two, she's a woman. I'm just playing. But I do believe that she is suffering from some type of, mental disturbance in her mind. So anyway, the local news station, they're gonna report on it, and I'm just gonna give the Q perspective. All right, let's go.
Eyes and Hoover on Carlee Russell today. Her case drawing the attention of the nation. Russell is accused of faking.
Now look at this picture right here, man. Look at this shit right here. Like, just look at the countenance of this woman. She looks deranged. I'm not gonna lie to you. She looks deranged in this picture. And I'm not qualified to give any type of mental diagnosis or anything, but just from my perspective, this woman looks batshit crazy. I'm not gonna lie to you. And then no disrespect to the mother at all, but she don't look like the sharpest tool in the tool shed either. When I looked at some of those interviews that she did, some of the local interviews as well as the national interviews, she looked a little mentally disturbed herself too. And then the father, Lord have mercy, the father, he just looked like, I'm just here so I won't get screamed on. He looked so pitiful in those um interviews that they were doing. So the whole family just look a little odd, a little awkward, quirky, if you will. But I just don't think that you know the mental disturbance fall too far from the tree.
Her own kidnapping earlier this year.
Also, as I kid through this though, this is a serious situation, and it very, very much so was unfortunate. And her alleged motives do make me think, what type of household did she really grow up in though? For her to just to go to this drastic, you know, extent, trying to, vie for this dude's attention, like, was it really that deep? Like, the brother must have really been putting it down in the bedroom. That's all I can say, cause, whew, Lord have mercy.
At one point, saying that she was kept by a man and a woman for a full day before she escaped and returned home. After several days of investigating, police decided to charge her with 2 misdemeanors. Our WVTM 13's Lisa Crane is in Hoover for us this evening. Lisa, Russell found guilty today, but she since appealed, and she did so for a reason. Yeah, what happened today is called a stipulated appeal. So the defense decided to forego this municipal trial and skip directly to the appeal up to the circuit court. Now, our cameras were here several hours ago and caught images of Carlee
Get it, girl. Get it, girl.
Russell entering Hoover Municipal Court with her family. The whole procedure relatively quick once things got started. During that procedure, Carlee had to stand in front of the judge and enter a plea. She pleaded not guilty to lying to police and falsely reporting an incident. Those are the only 2 words she said, not guilty. She was wringing her hands behind her back the entire time, clearly very nervous.
Nervous is it.
Hey man, what's up with these goofy ass glasses though? And it's funny, this defense attorney, he know all this bullshit too. Look at, he just smiling through the bullshit.
Is anyone that go before a judge, municipal court, circuit court, but I think she understands what has happened. She has apologized. I know you all said not through me, but that's not good enough. But she
Hell no, it ain't good enough. Those residents up there, they want blood, man. They said they want that back in blood. They want retribution for this. There was a lot of manpower, a lot of man hours, a lot of volunteers who pitched in, just in all the search efforts for her crazy ass. You even had the mother of the girl that was actually abducted and killed too a couple of years ago up there in Auburn, Alabama. The woman that was killed her name was Anaya Blanchard, and then the mother, she was up there all on the local news. She's out there with the search parties. She's out there helping them because she don't want the same thing that happened to her daughter that happened to Carlee crazy ass. So all these people, all these different emotions being tied into it, while her ass up there at allegedly at the Red Roof Inn eating some cheeses with a robe on and shit with that tissue and shit that she done stole. Like people are pissed off about this situation, man.
He has apologized for what transpired. I don't want her to have any type of breakdown or anything of that nature. So we're handling her with kid gloves and trying to make sure her mental state is just fine.
You see, and look at that. You hear what the brother said? He said they want to make sure her mental state is just fine. He's aware of the fragility of her mental state. I even think the police and the police chief, I think that they are aware of her mental state. I think that's why they didn't even want to bring out all of her online, Google searches or online searches that she did leading up into the, fake kidnapping incident. Because one of the things I know that she looked up was Taken. Like this girl really looked up the movie Taken. I will find you and I will kill you. Liam Neeson head ass. Like she wanted to take inspiration from that so she can, follow through with this dumbass shit that she wanted to do, man. Like just crazy. But who knows what else she looked up? Who knows what madness was in it? But I will say this though, if she's not punished the way the residents think that she should be punished, hey, I wouldn't be surprised if that those other few searches that weren't put out there, I won't be surprised if they get leaked out in quotation marks.
Yeah, Lisa, she was found guilty today. Explain that. Yeah, so
All right, so let's take a look at these charges here. So, you know, they're gonna say it in the report, but she's been charged with two misdemeanors. Each one carry two sentences of 6 years, so that's 1 year in jail. Then of course the fine. So I don't know. Me personally, I think that 6 months in jail is about a good enough time. I think a year could be a little obsessive, but I think 6 months in jail, the fine, and the $18,000 in restitution they want her to pay. I think that's good enough based off her conduct that she did. And I see people on social media, they trying to play the race card when it comes to this situation, where they're trying to compare her to, other so-called Caucasian women who have done hoaxes, kidnapping hoaxes or whatnot. And to that, I say, for one, so-called black people had to stop debasing every fucking topic to a racial one. With that, it dumbed down conversations that we try to have when we do that dumb shit, and it take out nuance out of the conversations when we do that. And then two, just look up Sherry Papini. I think that's how her name is pronounced. Forgive me if I'm mispronouncing that, but look up Sherry Papini, a Caucasian woman who did a kidnapping hoax herself, and she served jail time for that too. Now she is getting out, or I think she was recently released not too long ago, but she did serve, I believe, up to 8 months for that. So you know what I'm saying? So when we try to play these, these race card games, it don't always work out in our favor. I just think that that's low hanging fruit to always try to pick at the race thing. It's better to look at things more nuanced. That's just such a low level way to look at things. I really despise when I see people debase themselves to that low level thinking. But as I digress, I feel confident saying that Carlee, she will serve little to no time at all if she do, especially with them trying to with them appealing this and trying to get it to another judge and doing it in another area where they're not too emotionally involved in the situation. So I really don't believe that she'll serve any jail time. I could be wrong, but that's just how I feel. But just based off of her conduct, the lying, all this stuff, I do believe that she's warranted these fucking charges. I mean, you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes.
the judge made that procedural move to declare and find her guilty now because without a verdict, the case cannot be appealed and therefore move up to the circuit court judge. He did not hear evidence in the case, though. He simply made the ruling to the appeal so that appeal can actually kick in. Now, the sentence recommendation on those charges was 6 months in jail on each of the misdemeanor charges, so a year in jail. and a fine of about $1,700. The city is also asking, though, for about $18,000 in restitution for the search efforts. Her attorney indicated that they found that number fair, but really what they had a problem with is that jail time for misdemeanors for a person, Carlee, who has no previous criminal record. Live in Hoover, Lisa Crane.
But that's pretty much the end of that video. I might do a follow-up video after the next ruling comes out, just to get my perspective on, whether she end up getting jail time or not. And, it just depends on what comes out. I may do a follow-up video to it. But again, do I think she might do time? I highly doubt it. I highly doubt it. But you never know. I could be wrong. Do I think that she's batshit crazy? Absolutely. I just play it though, but stay tuned. I may come out with another video. We'll see. But stay blessed. Peace.